Magnus Carlsen's insane chess. Warning, don't try this at home. Magnus plays crazy chess openings in Title Tuesday. Can you believe it? For the first move he plays h6 and in the second move he plays g5. But why? What is he trying to say by these opening moves? Let's go and dive deep into the game. Welcome to the CM Shah Chess Academy. In this channel I'm trying to teach you the most important chess lessons. So if you want to learn chess professionally, just subscribe into the channel. Let's see what happened in this Title Tuesday. Magnus is playing with the black pieces against an international master. White starts with d4, h6, and after c4, Magnus just plays g5. But why? Let's go and see what happened in the first round of this Title Tuesday. This is the last scene of the game, and Magnus checkmated his opponent with his king on e3, queen on e5, knight on d6. Oh my god. He just finished off his opponent like this. Let's see the first opening moves. Magnus started with h3, and after knight f6, he just played g4. So, with white is playing h3, g4, and with black is playing h6, g5. But what is the lesson in this game? We are going to see the game and learn a lot of things by Magnus. His opponent just controlling the center. Magnus pushes another pawn. In the opening, he plays 3 moves with the pawn. And after knight to e4, he just plays d3. The fourth move is also with the pawn, knight to d6. And finally, he develops his bishop, pawn to c6. He develops his knight, and knight to d7. And here is probably one of the critical moments of the game. He plays bishop f4 to prevent e5. Basically, Carlsen, by this kind of play, is saying that the most important thing in chess is not the opening moves. And he's saying that if you have a better calculation and if you have a better understanding of chess, then you don't need to memorize openings. You can just beat everyone. So if you are focusing on chess openings a lot, just watch this game. Just watch this game. This is just total crazy opening. Like I cannot call it. It doesn't have any name. He's just playing it for fun. But at the end of the day, he managed to beat his opponents. Here in this position, his opponent should have played e5. Of course, there is another element in chess that you should have. You need to be super confident and you need to play aggressive chess. You cannot just say, okay, he's Magnus Carlsen and let's just play. His opponent plays f6. He's trying to prepare e5, but he could have played e5. He could have fight for the initiative right away because after knight e5, bishop e5, he has queen takes g5. And after that, black is better. But he plays f6. Magnus is just trying to prevent him again. And once again, e5 was possible, but he's trying to do things slowly. But after this, Magnus managed to open up the center. And now Magnus, strangely, have a better development. He has 3 pieces in the game. He's attacking the center. Okay, the game is very sharp. He goes here. Black has the center. In this position, once again, you need to find the best move with the black pieces, and it's d4. And it's not easy to find. There is e4, d4, and you need to be good at chess. Just by memorizing chess openings, you cannot just beat a very strong chess player. So this is the main lesson of this game. Let's see, e4, he just plays knight d4. After e4, knight d4, once again, it's white who is better. Bishop to b4 check, knight blocks it with knight c3. And here black jumps in with knight e5. He's a FIDE master. He's a very, very strong chess player. And he's trying to attack the c4. Magnus takes, and he fights for initiative. Queen takes d5 is a very good move. In this position, Magnus also in this game, he wants to play crazy chess. I will recommend you to attack in chess. No matter how, just attack in chess. In this Carlsen, I guess Magnus have this in mind, the famous quote of Mikhail Tal, like to create a deep dark forest that 2 + 2 is no longer 4 and it equals 5, and there is only one way to go out. So in this kind of positions, you can be creative, you can do whatever you want. And in this position, Magnus could have just simply castled, but he wants to play tactical chess. He unpins the knight to the king by pinning it to the queen. It's very strange. But queen d2 sets up a very important trap. In this position, black just see e3. It's a fantastic move, attacking the bishop and attacking the queen. So what can go wrong with this? But e3 is a bad move. He should have played knight c4. And guess what? White's best move is long castle. Can you believe it? Just long castle. Taking the queen. Very strange stuff. But he just falls for Magnus' trap. He plays e3. This is where I'm telling you that calculation is the most important technique that you should learn in chess. After e3, Magnus just simply takes. And what black missed in the game, he first takes on c3, of course. And what black missed, he thought, okay, I'm taking here, I'm attacking the rook. If you take here, I will take your rook with check. But after castle, this position is not defendable for the black pieces because white has a lot of initiative. You need to fight for initiative in your games. White has the attack, black king is in the center, rook is protected, I'm trying to take. The only move to protect it is queen d5. And I guess Magnus wanted to play insane chess in this game. He could have just simply played knight f3 and winning the knight because it's a double attack. Rook attacks the queen and knight attacks the knight. It's just over. But Magnus, I don't know if he see it or not, he just went for knight f5, which is a very crazy move, attacking the queen, threatening knight d6 check, threatening knight g7 check. It's a fantastic move, but black has queen a5. With this queen a5, black safeguards everything. Queen is protecting here. White gives a check. Of course, you cannot take it because of bishop e5. But king f8, black plays the best move. In this position, black holds together. Queen is protecting the knight, knight is protecting the knight, this knight is protecting the other knight. So everything is protected. But here Magnus shows his chess power. No matter which position you are in chess, you need to find the best moves and you need to find creative ideas. And this is the most important thing, to have this power, to have this strength to fight in chess. To not just like play for simplifications or just playing like cowardly in chess. You need to fight every single move. This is very important. Magnus is like this, and in this position he finds a brilliant idea. He plays just c4, which, to be honest, I guess it's not defendable over in practical terms. When white plays, it's a crazy idea. It just wants to play c5 and disconnect the queen. In a position which white is a piece down, he just plays c4, c5. And it's very hard for black to defend it. Black just takes on a2 and he done what he's supposed to do. Queen takes a2. After a lot of attack, you will collapse. If you're in the defensive side, if your opponent attacks you a lot, you will find some good defensive move, but at the end of the day, you will collapse because it's very hard to defend. In this position, the best move is rook g8, and the idea is that after c5, you either have to sacrifice this, or even better is rook g5. And look, everything is holding together, these three pieces. It's a magical defense, but it's very hard to even think about this during the game, especially in a game like Title Tuesday. So he just tries queen takes a2, but it fails to bishop e5 because it controls everything. And in this position he takes, and after queen takes e5, queen a3 check, white just simply steps up, and after check he just goes to e3. And in this position, black just resigned. In view, if you give a check, white goes here, and this is just over. h8 is hanging, there is no more checks. Bishop f5, I will take it with check, and it's game over. Queen f6 is coming. So if you're just going to analyze this game once again, he just plays crazy opening moves, just trying to say, I don't want to play regular chess, I want to create some kind of freestyle chess over the board, and then I'm going to create, I'm going to play, I'm going to use my chess power, and his opponent is not acting. You need to punish your opponent when your opponent is not developing, where they are not playing the best move. You need to punish them. If you don't punish them, then at the end of the day, white will get a good position. After this knight f7, white just got a good position. The game became crazy. It's a deep dark forest now. e4 is not a good move, but it's still crazy. Magnus also played queen d2, which was not the best, but it had a very nice trap, which black fall for it. And after that, we have this c4 crazy idea, and white just won the game. And in the next round, Magnus just tried to play the same thing. So after d4, h6, c4, g5, you're going to just see this game very, very fastly. Another time, he just basically transposed to some kind of King's Indian, f5 even, like even allowing queen h5 is crazy. But he's just saying, okay, I can just play this, I can just afford this. And to have this self-confidence, he just goes like this, he castles like this. And the king finally settles on g8. He just waits, and they play, and at the end of the day, his opponent blunders. Like, this game is more crazy, but of course, it's Magnus Carlsen, we have Magnus effect and lots of things. But what we can say about these games is this so much preoccupation with opening moves. is not the best thing to do, especially in lower levels. So if you can see that international masters, FIDE masters cannot win a game just basically on the opening, it means that chess is not just about openings, and you need to develop your other skills. You need to work on other things. And at the end of the day, he just checkmates his opponent. Of course, it's blitz. Magnus is good at everything, and his blitz is also magnificent. But we can try to teach to to learn from him, not to teach from him. But for me, it's like this: that you need to have this self-confidence. You need to have the power to play. You need to create at every single move, to fight for the best moves. And for this, you need to have a very good calculation skills. You need to have good positional understanding of chess. You need to know chess. That's it. You cannot win by chess openings. You cannot win by memorizing. And this is what Magnus Carlsen is good at. It was never the case that Magnus' opening was like phenomenal like other players. Like so many players like Vichy, Fabiano, they are great in chess openings. But Magnus was never like this. He had solid and very good openings, but he was never like this. He just has a very, very great understanding of chess and very great calculation skills. I guess these are and his self-confidence also. That's it for this video. You can also share your thoughts about Magnus Carlsen. What do you think about him? What is his best skills in chess? And let me know. I will be happy to hear from you in the comments. And if you like the video, please just like it. And remember to enjoy chess and life.